Hello YouTube, welcome to my first Panda beta video. I'm here in the temple of the Jade Serpent with my hunter that I copied over. This is one of the first dungeons that you're gonna be doing when the Panda comes out. The Panda expansion, I'm just gonna call it the Panda expansion, comes out. It's a pretty interesting dungeon, it's pretty fun, it's easy, it's just, well, of course it's easy, it's normal, but the first part of this dungeon is all like water-like. It's like you fighting all these water elementals and like stuff like that, and the first boss is like a water boss kind of guy, and he like hurts you with water. I don't know how you can get hurt with water other than drowning, and he doesn't drown you, so I don't know how you get hurt by water unless it's really hot water. And if it's meant to be really hot water, it doesn't look like really hot water, because I don't see vapor going anywhere, or there is electricity in the water that could kill you too. But there is not electricity in the water either, or at least it doesn't look like that. So I don't know how this water hurts you, but it hurts you. Okay, and in this part the tank is being very slow and very weird, and he ends up disconnecting. So this shadow priest, because shadow priests are insane in the beta, and me, we're just taking on this trash that's coming forward, and then the boss, not the boss, the tank comes back right for the boss. By the way, the music that's playing in the background right now, it's made by me, so I hope you guys are liking it, and I hope it's not too repetitive or too boring. I guess this is like one of my first stuff that I'm making. I've made some kind of, no, not, I wouldn't make I've made stuff, but I've kind of played around for a while with Fruity Loops, but I've never actually like completely made something and like exported and everything. And this is the first time. It's like a 3-minute song. This is the second time. The first time was with my priest, the walkthrough with my priest. This is the second time, and this time I decided to do like wobble stuff, and it took me a while to like figure out how to do wobble. But I got it. Okay, this boss is the boss I was talking about. So he like throws these like water splashes, and it splashes one side. Like you can see right now, it's like kind of white, and then it explodes. And those water explosions, they hurt you. I don't know how, but they do. As you can see, this shaman is healing with water as well, so I don't understand that. I don't understand how water can heal you and it can hurt you, but let's just continue. And then he's gonna summon these elementals you gotta kill, and then you just gotta stay away from the splashes, and that's it. It's really easy. The second phase of this boss is the most interesting one. Right now my party members are just standing there telling the tank how to turn on target to target. It's great. Okay, but the second phase of this boss is he's gonna like cast like a beam of like water and like go around in circles, kind of slow, and you just gotta not get hit by it. Simple as that. It's not even gonna instantly kill you. It's just gonna do a lot of damage to you. But you just gotta not get hit by it, and you gotta go around in circles around him without or trying to not touch the water. I kinda did a good job, but at the same time I'm like really not used to the normal UI. I'm gonna give that my excuse. I'm not used to the UI. See right here, I'm like testing the water. I'm like, does this water hurt you? And I'm like, oh yep, it does hurt you. So I'm just gonna try to stay out of the water. So I think I did a pretty good job trying to hit everything. This part I didn't remember, but there is a bugged hunter talent that you can like cast unlimited amount of pets. I did that later on in like the last two bosses, but I didn't do on these bosses because it wasn't on my head, because since it's a new talent, it wasn't on my head. But you can cast unlimited amount of pets. You just continually casting, and they hit for like 11k each, non-crit. So you just see a bunch of like those orange numbers. You just see a bunch of like 11k like over and over and over. And the best thing is that it gives you like 2 focus for like each hit that they do. So like you never ever need focus if you have a bunch of them on. You can just keep freaking shooting. Now I don't know how Blizzard is gonna fix this. I don't know if they're gonna make this cost like 50 focus or something like that, or they're gonna make it cost, or they're gonna make it a cooldown, possibly, or they're gonna make it so you can have 1 or 2 pets out at a time. I'm not sure how they're gonna fix it, but in my opinion, the best way would be focus. Just because I really enjoy the focus management. I really enjoy, not focus management, I enjoy resource management. I like managing my mana, managing my focus, my energy, my rage. I really like that they're gonna like fix the rage, but in my warrior I still feel like rage is like you always have it there until you dump it all out, and I don't like that. I like the rage is like either the more damage you're doing, the more rage you have, or the more damage you're taking, the more rage you have. That's the ideology that I like about rage, but I don't think they have perfection rage yet. But it's still my favorite resource. In this hall, this is kind of like a library. It's like kind of like Asian library, and there's like scrolls everywhere in the wall. And it would be cool if you could just like dump them, like tip them all over, and like find lore like you do in Diablo 3. That would be awesome as hell. Like, and you just have some guy talk to you in the background because you found some lore. That would be awesome, because I get really confused on the WoW lore, and then I had to like end up asking everyone, and I annoy all my friends asking for what the hell the lore is, and they don't even care. Yeah. So the second part of this dungeon that we're going to is like, if you can see, there is like these dark guys, and then there's like fish in bubbles. But I guess the fish in bubbles is like saying, okay, we're getting away from the water part now, and we're going to the Shah. The Shah, it's the equivalent to the Scourge and the Twilight Council. This is like the big race, we could say, of Pandaland. The big enemy. Even though there is not like a big boss, a big enemy at the end. Good thing it's Garrosh. I'm very happy about that. But the Shah is like the big plague, we could say, like the big scourge of the Pandaland. And what they are, they're like bad feelings and bad everything that you feel like as a humanoid or like as a race, and all that energy, it's like it's turned into like mobs, and that's what the Shah is, which is really cool. Because imagine war, there is so much hate, and there is so much pride, and there is so much greed in war, that there will be gigantic Shah in the world. And actually I've heard that there is world bosses that are gonna be Shah, and I hope they're really fucking cool, because those are probably the representation of war and of like massive hate. And I really like, that's the thing in BlizzCon, when I was watching BlizzCon, that's the thing that got me into liking Panda, because for me Panda was just another expansion that is gonna fix stuff that is dumb and stupid, and it's just gonna give you 5 levels so you can be happy for another year and a half. But no, the Shah, it's what made me be like, oh my god, Panda, it's gonna be awesome. Because the Shah is like all this bad energy, like represented, or however you say it, into mobs, and it's really really cool. This boss, this is my first time, by the way, doing this. Like, I've seen this on live stream, I've seen this on Tauli's live stream, but when I watch his live stream, no offense, I normally don't pay attention. I just hear what he's saying, and I normally don't really pay attention to what's going on. But this boss, there's like, he like summons 4 bosses. I know what I've heard, this boss has different types, like he could be different, like each pool he could be different, I guess. And this time he summoned like 4 suns, so I don't know, I didn't know if you had to AoE them or anything, so I just killed the one that was lowest. I just kept killing the one that was lowest, and then after they're all down, he like summons a bunch of Sha, and then you AoE that Sha, and that's it. That's how it felt to me. It's like kill the suns one by one, and then AoE the Sha, and then all the Sha goes back in him, and then you kill him, and that's this fight. It's really easy and really simple. And all these scrolls and books in the shelves and under the stairs and stuff really makes me want to tip him all over so I can find lore. They really should implement that in WoW like they did in Diablo. It would be really, really cool. And maybe you can find some loot in there too. Okay, so that's for this boss. Other videos that I'm gonna be bringing you for the beta are gonna be overviews. They're gonna be like hunter overviews, like all the talents, the glyphs, the skills that they took out, the new skills that they have. What builds would I use for what builds would I use for arena, what builds would I use for having on at all times while I'm doing nothing, what builds would I use for like battlegrounds, for dungeons, for raids if I ever happen doing raids. The reason why I don't do raids is just because they're so time consuming. I have extreme ADHD. I cannot be in one thing for so long. I cannot be killing one boss for a whole week. It frustrates me. And I play this game to unfrustrate me, to distress me. So I don't want to do stuff that's gonna stress me. High rating arena is stressful. I don't want to be stressed in this game. I want to distress myself. I want to have fun and I want to enjoy my time. By being stressed, I'm not enjoying my time. But sometimes I do have that urge to like be the best, the very best, like no one ever was. Sometimes I have that urge, and that's when I try to like do stuff that I don't normally do. Right here I was saying sorry because I guess my pet was pulling aggro because I forgot to get a growl off. And even though with tanks having such a high threat buff, my pet still pulls aggro. That means that growl is better than it used to be. I think so, because when I was questing, I would hit the mobs for like 40k, well, not 40k, you don't see that anymore, but 30k. I would hit him for like 30k, and my pet would just pull aggro off of him like nothing. So I think growl is better than it used to be. Or maybe they fixed that before. I just haven't used growl in so long, because in live I just use my monkey or my spider to do dailies, so and I don't even have growl on in them. Okay, this boss turns into a dragon like when he's low. He's like half Sha. He's weird. He's like, if you look at him, let's see if I turn my camera here. Okay, if you look at him, he's like a panda, but he has like Sha, or he's a she. Oh, it's a she. Liu Flameheart. It's a she. Okay, so she turns into a dragon. Okay, so she has like that shadowy thing that Sha has. So maybe she's turned into a Sha or something, or maybe she's really angry. Who knows? But you just burn this bitch down. That's all you do. And then she turns into a dragon. And then, as you can see, she like summons fire and throws them in 4 ways. That's, even for a retard, that's easy to avoid. So now she turned to a dragon, and then just gonna start summoning pets. Like I told you before, this talent is completely bugged. You just can summon more pets and more pets and a limited amount of pets. And the more pets you have, the more focus you gain. So it's like, it's the biggest bug in the game. The other bug that I really like so far in the beta, it's your pets don't resize. They're like, when you summon your pet, it's the same size than it was before you tamed it. So I have Solix, the spider. I think that's the name, Solix, and it's giant. It's a giant spider, and I love it. But at the same time, I hate it. But because it's kind of annoying to have something gigantic on you. Because normally in PvP, I have my pets follow me all the time, just so a Master Skull is more reliable, and just so they don't die, because I hate having to freaking be healing my pet and stuff. And then as marksmanship, they don't do that much damage either, so I rather just have him by me most of the time. Okay, this boss it's a weird boss. He's a giant shot and it's not finished. The model is not finished yet, for what I've heard. I think I heard that from Tauli's live stream. That model is not finished, but the model is pretty badass for not being finished. Okay, so this guy, you just burn him down, summon as many pets as you can. You burn them down for a little bit. I think every 25% or something down health, or I don't know if it's like an amount of time. I don't know. I don't even read the journal. If you ever ask me anything like straight off the dungeon journal, I never read it unless I have to tank, just to make sure that I don't have to do something special when tanking and then ruin the whole group. But other than that, I don't ever read the journal, and when I read it, I overview, because I'm not a fan of reading. I make my wife read everything for me, because I'm not a fan of reading. The only thing that you can get me to read is patch notes, and that's it. I don't read anything else. Everything else I try to find it on YouTube so I can listen to it instead of read it. Yeah, I'm very lazy. But this boss, you burn a little bit, will summon ads. You burn the ads, you kill the ads, you burn the boss some more, and then you win. And then you finish the Temple of the Jade Serpent, and it's that easy. And I'm really excited that these dungeons are easy and they're not like super hard like in the beginning of Cataclysm, because it was annoying. No, it wasn't annoying because I couldn't do it, it was annoying because most people couldn't do it. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the music. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. Until next time, good hunting.